What's happening, y'all? I had to go live right now up in this here parking lot while I'm out here at work contracting and building houses. But I wanted to tell y'all something. I want to tell y'all a prayer answered. Give y'all a little testimony real fast while I'm still fresh in the excitement of having a prayer answered. That's just so God, so cool. If you know anything about me, you're on my page. I pastor a church that we planted called Mighty Church in Pineville, and we've been growing, and God was gracious, and he gave us church pews for free. And of course we painted them and refurbished them, made them look cute and everything. And we started to outgrow them. We've been pushing up closer and closer to 200 people in attendance on Sundays, and every time that we get that close to that number, we start running out of space, and people say, you know, hey, you need to get you some of them church chairs, because you're able to fit more people the way you're able to configure them, and people tend to sit a little closer in the church chairs and everything, for those of you that aren't in the church planting world. And so I kept praying about it, but them jokers are expensive, man. Them things are expensive, and they take $50 a piece. So if you want 300 of them, do the math, plus tax and delivery. I mean, we're talking a lot of money, several thousand, over $15,000, $20,000. It's like, man, that is crazy, And I said, God, help us with this, So I start praying about it, right? I start praying about it, and one day I kneel in the church and I pray, and I feel like the Holy Spirit speaks to me. And those of you that don't know what that's like, it wasn't a son, Robert, listen to me as I speak to thine. It was just like a thought in my mind that was just like all up in my head. And it said, the thought was, call Gabe. Well, Gabe, if you're watching, that'd be really cool. But Gabe is a teenager. He just graduated. He's in our youth group. Our youth pastor, Jalen Patterson, mentored Gabe. They were close. And Gabe just left and went to ministry school in Texas. And when I heard that thought in my mind, I was like, that kind of reminds me of some thoughts that I've had that came from the Holy Spirit. That kind of reminds me of the voice of the Holy Spirit. That don't make no sense. Like, why would I call up a teenager and just be like, hey, man, you got any church chairs in your dorm room? Maybe about 300 of them, and so I didn't do it. I was like, no, that's weird. I ain't doing that. And so time went on. I'd be on Facebook Marketplace, and I'd be like, I was trying to find something on the internet, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And no offense to y'all that's got purple chairs, okay? I just didn't want no lavender chairs. I just didn't, okay? God, I love y'all purple chair people, I do. But that wasn't in my vision, okay? And I just didn't, that's all I could find. There's some purple chairs every now and then, and not even enough of them. And so I'm praying about it. Every time I get on there, I hear, like, in my mind, like, call Gabe, And I'm like, man, that'd be weird. That don't even make no sense. So finally, after, I don't know, about the half a dozen of time, I call up Gabe. I say, hey, man, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you being in ministry school and everything. We miss you. How's everything been going? And it's like, it's going good, Pastor Rob. I miss you too, man. I was just watching one of your sermons the other day and blah, blah, blah. Real sweet guy. And I said, man, Gabe, man, I was just praying, and you know anything about some black church chairs? Because we need some black church chairs at the church. About 300 of them would be nice. And so he says, Pastor Rob, you're not going to believe this, but at the school I'm at, it's also a church, and there's a youth group of about 800. And they just announced that we're getting all new chairs, and I don't know what they're going to do with the old ones. I said, stop playing. Wow. So he says, let me holler at them, let me holler at them and see. I'll put you in touch with somebody. I text somebody, and he's like, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, we're about to get rid of some. I don't know what we're going to do with them. I was like, man, I feel like this is of God. He's like, okay, cool. Yeah, it could be, we'll see. And then fast forward another, I don't know, 2-3 months. I'm at the office, and I get a text, and the text message says, "Hey, I'm such and such from such and such school, in charge of maintenance and facilities here, and I got a bunch of chairs to get rid of. I heard you wanted some." And so I messaged back, said, "Hey brother, so thankful to hear from you. Wow, this is awesome. Yeah, I was thinking maybe like 300, you know, with that emoji and the little prayer hands and everything." And he said, "Brother, is that all you want? Because I can give you 400. Come on, somebody. Woo! Yes! And so we about to get 400. I said, "Brother, I'll take whatever you can give, you know, like the scripture says. So much so that the storehouses can't contain it." In this case, it'll probably be a U-Haul truck and not a storehouse. But I'll take as much as we could fit. He said, "Brother, I'll see if I can't get you 600. Come on, somebody. 600. I'm asking God for 300. Can't afford 10. And now we're about to get 600 chairs, y'all. For free. I'm telling y'all, man. Keep praying. Keep praying. Keep praying. And then no need too great. Certainly no need too small. Keep praying. And then testify of it. Testify of it. Let people know that God is answering your prayers. This was a crazy thought. This is a crazy prayer from start to finish. And so my faith is increased. I pray that your faith is increased. Pray crazy prayers. Get crazy answers. And love Jesus. He loves you. He thought your life was worth dying for. So he's worth living for.